Joseph Camilleri here from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Oh, Canada! Today I'm going to talk a little bit about my marathon journey. I started running in 2010 at age 60. After a 40-year hiatus from any running. I stopped running altogether when I left college in 1969. Then I was inspired to start running again in 2010 when I visited the Terry Fox statue at Mile Zero. Terry Fox is a Canadian hero who ran halfway across Canada with a prosthetic leg to raise funds for cancer research. So there's no better inspiration and motivation than Terry Fox. I always run in his honor. Anyway, fast forward to 2017 when I did my first ever marathon at age 67. I waited a bit. This was the Vancouver Marathon here, where I won the championship, and lo and behold, I qualified for Boston, which then I was set to do in 2018. In the meantime, I kept running, doing some local races, and I got the nickname of Crazy Legs in the running community. I always go by Crazy Legs or Joe Crazy Legs. Forget the Joseph, it's too formal for me. So we will talk about the Boston Marathon in a second. Like I said, in 2018 I did the Boston Marathon. That was to be my first major, and it started the quest to do all six, the original six. And as you know, 2018 was the year of the storm, the worst storm ever in 30 years in Boston. So I still managed to finish it, but however, when I finished and crossed the finish line in 4:32, which was over an hour slower than my first marathon, I collapsed and ended up in the medical tent for over an hour, suffering from severe hypothermia. They couldn't warm me, I couldn't get warm, I was shivering, but somehow I finally managed to get up, and at that time I was presented with my Boston Marathon medal. So it started the marathon journey for the 6-star with a bang, I guess, with all the storms and commotion. But so as you see, as you go along, you create memories, special memories. Each marathon is different. There's no single marathon that goes exactly the way you plan it, and each marathon has its own special memories. So in 2019 I did the Victoria Marathon here in British Columbia, and it qualified me for the London Marathon 2020. However, as you know, COVID broke out in 2020, and I actually had to wait until 2022 to do my London Marathon. And it just so happens that it was the Masters World Championship at the London Marathon. So, of course, I took part in that as well, and I'm so glad that I did. London was so special in that you're crossing over historic bridges like the the bridge, the London's Eye, Big Ben, and then you end up in the mall across from Buckingham Palace. But however, the most precious memory, I would say, is that I attended the Gala Awards for the World Championship, and I was presented with my bronze medal because I came in third at the London Marathon, in my age category, of course, and I was presented with my medal by none other than Eliud Kipchoge, and I got the medal too. As you can see, this was a special memory, a special moment. I mean, how many times do you get to shake hands, meet Kipchoge himself? So there you go. There's another memory that I carried over from the storm of 2018 in Boston. So with my second major in London 2022, I qualified for Chicago 2023, as you see right here. And I kept improving my time each marathon I did. However, in London I was a bit slower. I don't know what went wrong. I was about close to 4 minutes slower than in London. But I still got bronze in the marathon. And again, since it was the World Championship, I got silver in the World Championship 2023. I was lucky enough once again to meet none other than Kelvin Kiptum at the awards banquet, and I was presented with my medal by Kelvin Kiptum himself. May he rest in peace. As you know, not even probably 6 months later, Kelvin Kiptum passed away with a car accident. So obviously, this is a very emotional award for me that I received from Kelvin Kiptum. And we keep making memories each marathon, each major that we do. So we should always keep going forward. And from Chicago, I will talk about my next major in a minute. So after Chicago 2023, I was supposed to do the New York Marathon in 2024 and also the Berlin Marathon in 2024. However, I got injured, serious injury with a torn meniscus. I did a whole bunch of physio and therapy, but nothing was working. I got 2 injections, and those injections didn't do anything either. So I had to have surgery on May 8th of 2024. I was practically a year off running, a whole year. I hardly did any exercises because I was so depressed. Plus I was in pain, constantly in pain. However, since I was already qualified for New York, I decided to do New York with less than 2.5 months of any running or actual training. And I'm so glad I did New York in 2025 here this past November. New York is something else. It's a complete buzz, super atmosphere, well organized. I was also lucky to be chosen as the Canadian flag bearer at the Parade of Nations, where I met quite a few other Canadian runners and even some other runners from other nations, which I knew through Facebook, and I got to meet them in person at the Parade of Nations. So if anyone does New York, I recommend that you do the Parade of Nations on Friday, and you will have nothing but a great time with other athletes. Despite that I was off for a whole year before New York, I still finished in a respectable time of 3:58, 33 seconds, something like that. So, I mean, again, this is a special moment, a special memory that I did finish quite respectable, despite all my injuries and surgeries and injections. Now, it just so happens that I got the lottery for Tokyo Marathon 2026, and I also was selected for the Berlin Marathon 2026. So I do hope that I keep injury free so that I can finish my original 6. However, having said that, I would really love to win this Marathon Tour Operators competition or lottery, call it as you wish, so that I would love to do Boston Marathon again, and hopefully I get good weather so that I can finish in a good time. Would love to do Chicago to honor the memory of Kelvin Kiptum. Obviously, since now they added Sydney, I would love to do that. I've never been to Australia. I've got some long lost cousins living in Australia, which I haven't seen since my childhood years back in Europe. Salem in Cape Town would be something spectacular. I've never been to that part of the world either, an African country. I would love to visit that. And of course, Shanghai in China. Wow, wouldn't it be something? I have a good friend of mine who is Chinese, and she already offered to travel with us, me and my wife, since my wife always accompanies me at these majors, and she offered to travel with us to Shanghai so that she can be our interpreter. She lives here in Victoria, British Columbia as well, so she can speak both Mandarin, some other language. I can't even pronounce it, English of course. So yeah, the marathon journey continues even at my age. So I'm in 2026 when I do Tokyo, if I ever get there, because I'm currently injured again, so I haven't even started running or training for the Tokyo Marathon. I only got 2 months left to try and put this together. So, but I hope to go there and finish it, even if it's not my best time. And of course, Berlin will be my 6. So those would be my original 6. And, you know, the motivation is to keep going, no matter what age I'm at at the time. as long as I qualify or get the lottery, I would love to keep doing the marathon majors. Hey, maybe I'll make it to the 9 medal collection as well, besides my 6. Okay, so wish me luck. I hope I get drawn in the lottery and continue my journey. Thank you for listening. I would like to show you in a minute a few photographs from my marathon journey, the majors actually. So far I've done Boston, like I said, London, Chicago, New York. And next year we'll do some more memories. Thanks for watching. Keep in tune so that you'll watch some photographs next. Thank you. So here we are at the Athletes Village in Hopkinton, waiting for the start of the Boston Marathon 2018. I was already frozen by the time we started. It was pouring rain, freezing. As you see from my memories here, all I can think about is to finish and get in a warm place. I ended up in the medical tent, as I said before, suffering from hypothermia. But was it worth it? You bet you. Next stop was London 2022. Here I am at the expo picking up my bib. I was also running with my good friend Gene Dykes from the States. I was in the same corral as Kanesesa Bikile, so that was a special moment as well. Here I'm getting ready for the London Marathon. And what a journey it was, running through these historical places, the Cottage Ark, as you can see, Canary Wharf, Chicago 2023 was up next. My third major, going for my third start. The weather was pretty good, conditions were good. Running through Chinatown, Old Town, and there I am finishing in a pretty good time, even though it was slower than London. But I still got my third star. I received bronze overall, but silver in the World Championship. And like I said, I received my medal from Kelvin Kiptum. And again, I got to meet Gene Dykes, whom I had met for the first time in person at the London Marathon 2023. Now I'm here in New York, as you can see. And on Friday, I attended the Parade of Nations. I was the official Canadian flag bearer. What an honor is to be selected to do this. Met a lot of special friends here, some of whom I made personal friends with. Then Saturday morning, I went for the official Masters group photo. I'm so excited I cannot think what to say next. And then, of course, starting the marathon on Verrazzano Bridge. What a thrill. Crossing 5 bridges to make it to Central Park in New York. What a thrill. Here I am, finishing in 3:58, which I am happy with. As like I said, I was injured for the whole year. New York, New York, what a special moment.